Hi everybody, and welcome to our Chat and Vibe series for the upcoming Vitality Festival. Today we've got Leanne Hembrow, who we're chatting with, who is one of our presenters for the Vitality Festival, which starts on the 31st of October. If you haven't joined up yet, I suggest you do. It's a free online health and wellbeing festival for frontline workers and for everybody who needs it. So welcome along today, Leanne. Looks like you're having a stunning day behind you.
Thank you, Tanya. Yes, it is a beautiful day here in North Queensland in Yeppoon, or Great Keppel Island I'm anchored at the moment.
Oh, sounds divine. Now tell us a little bit about how you became you.
How I became me as a living on board and being a yoga teacher. I started practicing yoga before our impending offshore sailing, and in 2007, and I saw the benefits of it, and I brought it on board to our vessel, and could see that, the meditative practice, we twist and turn in the boat, and in tight places to fix and do different sorts of things. So I found that would be beneficial as well. And so I started teaching after I became a teacher in 2013 to my sailing community. And so I live on board my vessel, and I travel to the Pacific every year usually. And then I teach in the Fiji Islands and New Caledonia, and run yoga retreats. And so basically intertwined my yoga, living on the vessel, and it's being my home.
That is absolutely fantastic. So most of the people that you're teaching, are they people who also live on board vessels, or is it sometimes at the places that you visit?
It's both. A lot of the time it's people that live on their vessels, because there's a lot of people traveling around the world on their boats, and so there's sort of a melting pot of boats and in different locations in the Pacific, and especially in Fiji, deciding whether they're going to New Zealand or Australia. And so a lot to do with teach people that live on their vessels. And we also run a rally that we take people that want to live our lifestyle to New Caledonia from the Gold Coast every year, down under rally. So that's all incorporated. We often have 40 odd boats, so most people, a couple of people on board the boat. So I offer yoga when we actually hit New Caledonia, and then obviously I teach again when I'm in Fiji, and offer yoga retreats and all sorts of stuff.
That is incredible. What an amazing lifestyle. I must say I'm a little bit jealous right now. I'm looking out at my sky in front of me, and it's a little bit grey, and it's looking beautiful behind you. And tell me, you were saying before that you're going to be starting a yoga teacher training program. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. I was in the process of starting to introduce it to one of my consulting jobs in Fiji, to Kokomo Island, and so they're probably one of my first clients that I'm looking to start the yoga teacher training with them, but it's also to the broader community as well. So initially I was going to do it in person, but with things changed in the world with COVID, then now I've started to take it online. So I've just put that up on my website, and I'm launching that now, and looking for people to participate in yoga teacher training online with me.
Wow, that is really exciting. I wish you all the best for that. That's great.
Thank you.
And tell me, what motivated you to get involved in the Vitality Festival?
Once you communicated with me. I mean, it was just something that it was a no-brainer really to say yes, to be able to offer that yoga and peace of mind, and be a part of the Vitality Festival with everyone that's in the health and wellness sector, all the beautiful presenters that you have with for me to help everyone that's being so committed during COVID and offering, and working tireless hours, to be able to give back to them. That's, really a no-brainer. I'm grateful to do it.
Yeah, it feels really good to be giving back to the people that have just been giving tirelessly through this whole pandemic. It makes you feel good on the inside, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I actually had a little bit of experience, not that anyone in my family had COVID, but my husband wasn't particularly well during that time, and you just saw in the hospital, they're always smiling, they were helpful, they were, it was busy, and just to see them working tirelessly to help and be there for everyone. And I bought I think I bought a chocolate bar for my husband, and they sort of jokingly said, one of the nurses, oh, is that for us? And then I went back and got them a couple, and they were like, oh, really?
Nice. Oh, that's great. And so tell me, there's been a lot of challenges around over this time through the COVID situation, and, the frontliners are challenged, and generally a lot of people have found some sort of adversity or challenges coming up. What have you found in your life? I mean, I know that you're aboard a vessel, but how's this pandemic affected you?
Oh, well, we're grounded. We're in Australia. We couldn't go offshore this year like we normally do. So our business basically was stopped with that aspect of it. And and my husband's been tirelessly trying to help our international boats that are around the world, stuck in locations with borders closed. So it's just like, there's hundreds and hundreds of vessels that are floating around the ocean, living a life not wanting to travel on planes. Like, we're on our boats, we're on our vessels, and we're traveling this way around the world. So that stopped us in our tracks, basically, and me with my opportunities with teaching and yoga teacher training and things like that. I've had to think of other ways, and like everyone, I ran a sail wellness challenge for 21 days, which through my sailing community, and because I had a workshop event that got cancelled that I go to every year in Port Stephens, so I took that online, and then I decided that I recorded all those classes, and then I decided to make a subscribe group, which helped with me to get a little bit of income coming in with that. So taking things online was, like everyone has done, that's really been our focus and my focus with yoga.
Mm-hmm. And have you found it particularly stressful for you? Is that what's happened?
I think so. At times, I think at first I buried myself in my work, and but I think just constantly. I did a little video today, actually. Yesterday posted it, and more talking about that I've been a lot in my head lately and not so much in my heart, and I think that just is not just me, it's everyone, that we've just all trying to create and all just being focused on COVID, and we're so saturated with it, as much as you want to know what it is, sometimes it's difficult to just hear it over and over and over again, and when is it going to end? So
And I think that's really important. I see it as well. People are so stuck in their heads. And I think when people get into that mindset of, that fear mindset or the stress mindset, that tends to be what happens. The thoughts just go round and round in the head, and people just start thinking all the time. So, I mean, what strategies do you use for yourself to get you to drop from the head or to the heart that you might be able to pass on to the viewers who are listening and watching today?
Yeah, I just definitely, I think, you can't, don't think, check in with yourself. You have to find time for yourself, and just check out. Like, nature's obviously, I'm very lucky to have this all surrounded me, but and if I understand with you being in Melbourne too, it's difficult, with distances, if you're only allowed to go certain distances, but to get into nature and and really sit quietly somewhere and walk the beach. Like today, I've really been, the last couple of days I've been making more focus on myself, like to get out of my head. I've been preparing and doing so much with taking stuff online and, teaching online. And then also sometimes as a yoga teacher and in that wellness profession, you often feel like you owe your community so much, and to keep them up, like to keep saying all this positive, information and sharing stuff. And I think sometimes that can be draining on yourself as well. So that's when, for me, as I've just, checked out and for a couple of days now, and just taking a bit of chill time and just quiet time, and also yoga, of course, and breathing, meditation, and bringing that into my life every day.
I think that's so super important what you just said about finding time, because I know with everything that's going on, you've got two different groups really. You've got people who have maybe not having to work, and then they've got so much time, and then you've got the people, particularly frontliners, who are so pressed for time. And I think I think you'd agree with this, even in really busy times, we have to find windows. And I guess, one thing I say is we don't find time, you make time, and we have to create it and put it aside to really feed back into ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people, especially women too, they've either got children and they're married as well, and they always seem to be the last one, but you've really got to take that time to really think about yourself. And even if you just give yourself 10 minutes just to sit quietly somewhere, light a candle or put some incense on or something, and just check out, and do a few deep breaths, and just it's amazing in 10 minutes what you can walk away from and feel really good inside.
Yeah, so true. Great advice. Thank you for that. And tell me, so with your yoga class that you'll be doing at the Vitality Festival, tell everybody a little bit about what they can expect from your class.
Well, I'll start with a mudra meditation, and just to ground and to relax to start with. And because most of us usually come, whether they've just finished a shift or you're racing to get there on time to actually listen. So to ground to start with is always a lovely way to start the practice. And some rejuvenation postures, and to help revitalize. And I always end the practice as well with another breathing exercise, whether it be a Nadi Shodhana with alternate nostril breathing, or so to finish and ground, and then hopefully walk away and feel that you're ready, to move forward into the day or rest, so the practice can be either way, depending whether they're coming off a shift or on a shift.
Fantastic. And is your class suitable for everybody? I mean, if somebody hasn't experienced yoga before, would they be okay with the class?
Yeah, definitely. I always teach to all levels. So, and I am very much, I teach a lot to beginners. So I'm very mindful of stepping people through from beginners through to advanced when I'm teaching each time.
Fantastic. And tell me, what is it that you're excited about at the moment moving forward? Is there anything on your in your scope?
Yes, I am excited about the yoga teacher training, to bring that into the lives, to deepen someone's practice in yoga, or to even start someone's practice. But I'm also very much I've also have my own SAIL wellness program, which I've been a gut health mentor for 3 years. So helping people to find that wellness, and to help them either lose weight or just to understand foods, and taking those little steps to just to eliminate some small things in their diets to actually make themselves feel good. So yeah, they're the two things, the yoga teacher training and the SAIL wellness program, to keep our sailors, and not just sailors, I teach to the broader community as well, but obviously this is a big part of my community.
Wow, fantastic. And is there any advice or words of wisdom that you would like to impart to any of our frontliners or people that are watching today?
I'd say definitely still to just come back to yourself, like to actually just check in with yourself and just find those few moments, a day to just think about yourself and ground yourself with your breath, and let go, because there's a lion's breath, in yoga that you teach, that you can just I always associate it with the New Zealand Warriors. If you can imagine that, and you breathe in, you stick your tongue out, and and it's a little bit funny, but it's so exhilarating, and so just check in with your breath and find those few minutes, whether it's just looking outside as the sun sets or rises.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Leanne, for your time today. We're really looking forward to Leanne's presentation of yoga at the Vitality Festival. We would love you to come and join her and all the many other presenters. We've got fabulous sessions all morning of each of the 9 days, starting on the 31st of October, and each of those are movement-based to get you moving, and during the day we've got educational, inspirational, empowering speakers. And some of the nights we've got music and sound bowl meditations. There's so many exciting things. We would love to have you all along. Please click on the link below and join up the festival, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you, Leanne.
Thank you, Tanya.
Bye.
See you all then. Bye.